Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to add an oversized beaded handle to this thrift store purse. I found this at the Goodwill for $4.99. It already has a matching leather strap, but I just wanted to add a little bit more flair with this gold chain and also a customized oversized pearl handle. I'm seeing this a lot in purses and fashion right now, so I just really wanted to create my own. I purchased the oversized pearls from a seller on Etsy, and I will include that seller's information. I believe the pearls were about $7 and then plus the shipping. So I actually deconstructed a pearl necklace that I just never really used, and that's what I have the smaller pearls from, and also the string that I'm going to use to feed the pearls onto. It kind of has a stopper at the end already, so if you've ever seen like the necklaces, it's almost like a faux gold bead that has a hook for like another kind of piece to fit into to secure the pearl string to the clasp. So I took that apart, and I'm actually using that to kind of secure the pearls to the bottom of the string. I also wanted to make sure that the handle was sturdy and secure, so I ended up using this wire that I had on hand for another, I believe it was just kind of a project that I was going to do to fix a necklace that I had. So I already had this, I purchased this a while back, and I'm going to kind of just incorporate that with the string to again make the handle a little bit stronger, since it is going to be on a purse and very well used. I just wanted to again give it that reinforcement. So right now I'm kind of just making sure that the wire and the string are like really close together, and feeding the pearl onto this thread. So as you can see, I already have the little mini pearl on there. And what I noticed, the pearls from the necklace actually have a larger hole, so it's much easier to get the smaller pearls on. I did 2 total of the like teeny pearls, then 2 of the larger size pearls that came on the necklace, and now I'm feeding the extra large pearls that I bought from Etsy onto the wire string combo as well. The hole in the ones that I purchased from Etsy, it's not as large as the holes from the necklace pearls, so I'm struggling a little bit. I kind of used the wire to almost push the thread into the hole, and then just kind of prayed that it came out the other side. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is literally using the wire to almost poke the thread through, and then once I actually feed the wire through the pearl, then the string kind of comes through as well. But I finally got one on. It was a little bit of a challenge, but it finally went on. So then from there, I am just going to do the same thing, just repeatedly with the other extra large size pearls. And if you guys have any pointers of how to kind of feed stuff through like a tighter hole, I ended up burning the end, or kind of singeing the end of the thread in hopes of it making it more of like a point and more manageable to kind of feed through the hole. And I'm still using that technique where I'm like poking the thread through, but it's working. It's just a slower process because again, the hole is not as large as it is on an actual pearl necklace apparently. So it's coming right along, and I'm just being careful to not put too much pressure, because again, the only thing that's holding the beads or the pearls on right now is just the string and then that faux gold bead, i.e. clasp. The clasp has a hole through it, so once I actually go to attach the faux bead onto the purse, it's going to hold really well. And again, I was just struggling for the last two beads here, so I went ahead and kind of singed the frayed thread fibers back together. And just be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to obviously put too much fire on the thread, because I think it is wrapped in like a plastic coating. So if you put it on there too long, I'm assuming it probably would not be good. So I literally just kind of held it to the tip and just grazed the frayed thread. Finally got all the extra large beads on there. I'm like breathing a sigh of relief. Now I'm just mimicking what I did on the other side. So the larger of the beaded necklace pearls, and then the teeny tiny little pearl to top it off. Again, it just mirrors what I did to the other side. Now, I noticed that the wire actually somehow kind of came out on the right where the very, very first little teeny tiny pearl and then the next larger pearl from the necklace. The wire kind of poked out, so they're literally just on the string. So I'm having to feed the wire back through. I was able to get it back into those two first beads or pearls pretty easily. Now I'm just wanting to take the wire and I'm wrapping it around right at the base of where that gold connector bead is, with the hole that I'm actually going to use to attach to the handle. And I'm just wrapping the metal thread, if you will, through like around the base there, just so it's nice and secure and it doesn't come undone. Now I have another one of those kind of faux beads with the connector on it. I'm feeding that into the opposite end. So of course you want to make sure that goes through the thread and the wire. And I'm just taking the excess wire and kind of wrapping it around again to give that reinforcement. You could probably try to like feed it through that faux bead a couple times. It was a little challenging, so I ended up just wrapping the excess around, and then I'm just cutting off the thread, any excess thread, and any excess wire on that opposite end. And I'm just really just making sure that I'm pushing down the wire that I wrapped around the end, making sure that there's nothing sticking out that can kind of get snagged. Now I'm taking it and attaching it to my purse. There's almost like a key ring, but just a tiny version of a gold key ring that I am feeding the kind of faux bead gold clasp thing. I'm sure it has a name, but I'm feeding that through the mini key ring, and I was able to get one side in there so you can see how it attaches, and I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. The key ring was actually really stiff, so it was kind of a challenging part, but I did it. I got it on there. This is the final product. Super happy with how it came out. And you see it's already being taken off the market, guys. My daughter went in and copped it. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this. This is the finished product of the extra large pearl handle that I added. Please subscribe, hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my fun DIY projects or makeup tutorials that I have coming. Thanks, guys.